Tanga Miscreants. Some EPs for you. Right. It's a nice French one. Bo Diddley. That is a spectacular photo. I think I mentioned before something about the French having access to all these photos that no one else had, you know. Just lovely, that one. Here's another French one. I know this is a stock cover, but it's very pleasing the way they've done that, isn't it? That really does look, I mean, if you were a kid in the 50s and you saw that, you think, yeah, that looks really exciting. I love it when they put their names on here. So this is actually a guy, well, it's a Dutch. It's weird because it's got a Dutch address on it. Have a look. But nice. Again, here's one of our lovely old English Atlantic records, of which we had many. Nice Laverne Baker. And it's got a CC Rider on it. These are very lovely covers. These Pi Nixa. Pi, as you know, was a huge company in the 60s, and they had these offshoots. Nixa was one of them. And they did sort of jazz and skiffle. But here's Big Bill Broonzy. Really lovely the way they put that cover together. Really nice. They all had good, proper art departments, these people. All the majors had a proper, you know, people that were commercial artists and proper photographers, you know. Nice Bill Doggett. Honky Tonk, the biggest instrumental of 1956. Again, put out over here on our marvellous Parlophone label, because Parlophone in the 50s had the rights to King and Federal, which is why you got people like James Brown and Little Willie John, you know, and those sort of guys coming out over here. And it was for the West Indian population in the 50s, which is why you got Bill Doggett, because that was one of the biggest records in Jamaica. Right, Jack Hammer. If you know Jerry Lee Lewis, you'll know this is one of the guys that wrote Great Balls of Fire. But he did stuff on his own, and he did a very rare Northern Soul one that's very collectible, goes for a lot of money now. But he had quite a career in France, and the French put out so many EPs, it's impossible to keep up with them, you know. Here's our lovely London label. Very simple cover, but looks great, doesn't it? Fantastic. This is a nice, absolutely classic cover. And I actually had a jacket made back in the day, like that one. It wasn't quite the right colour, but it was like that, and it cost me a fortune. Where is it now, ladies and gentlemen? I couldn't tell you. Probably at some woman's house that I don't even know the name of. So, isn't that lovely? Really nice. This is a beautiful cover, this one. Really lovely cover. Fantastic. I love these covers. The artwork makes it for me. And finish off with Jimmy Reed. Again, this is a stateside one. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A few more EPs for you, and we'll be back with some 45s to spin and some books as well. So we'll see you soon.